Hey there, this is Andrew, and this is going to wrap up my walkthrough of the cards uh, from the collector's set from Winds of Exchange. I'll go over the anomalies and then look at this cool art briefly, and that'll be it. So it's been fun. Looking forward to doing this for Grim Reminders. And then wow, again soon for Amber Skies. Actually, that won't be too long. All right. So for folks who don't know, anomalies are super rare cards that aren't tied to a house, and they are prospective future cards. So, for example, uh, in in Worlds Collide Set 3. That was the first set to contain anomalies. In Worlds Collide, there was there were 10 anomalies, and some of them have become normal cards. So the first of those was oh wow, what even is the name of the creature? Was a creature that cared about the tide, and it ended up being an unfathomable card from Dark Tidings. Oh no, even before that, Orb of Wonder was a was an anomaly, and it turned out to be a Sanctum card from Mass Mutation. So that was cool. And then trying to remember if there was an anomaly that showed up as a normal card in Winds of Exchange. I don't think so. I don't think so. So anyway, so these are future cards. They're designed well enough to be allowed to show up in a deck, but they're very rare. And regardless of what house they're designed for in the end, when they show up as an anomaly, they have an equal chance to show up in any house. All right. So the first one, this is not a new one for this set. Ghost Form is an upgrade with an amber, and it gives a creature invulnerable, which means that the creature can't be destroyed or dealt damage. And it gives the creature after fight or reap, archive Ghost Form. So this is a cool effect. It's really nice for some of the witch level cards that are gonna do a lot of work sitting on the board. Your Senator Brackus, Val Jericho, stuff like that. That is just really nice to have sit on the board. Ghost Form is really nice for those, and you just don't reap with them. I have an Unchained deck that has Ghost Form with Hobnobber, so that's pretty cool because Hobnobber doesn't want to reap; it wants to action to steal 2. So that becomes pretty crazy. Yeah, so it's a fun card, and I have a deck that has 2 of these, and you can kind of use it as a little bit of an extra economic engine, because if you're playing it on the turn of the house that this ends up belonging to onto a creature of a different house, and then you reap with that creature, this gets archived, you play it again, you get a pip. So there's kind of a cool extra economy bonus there too. Okay, and what I think this probably will end up being a Geistoid card, but hard to know for sure. Infomancer, this one's cool. It's a 3-power cyborg human with elusive. When you play it, you graft an action card from your hand onto Infomancer, which means you put it face up under Infomancer. And after Infomancer reaps, you resolve the play effect of an action card grafted onto Infomancer. So if you somehow, let's say you have Morpheus out or something, and you graft 2 action cards, you get to choose which one to do every time it reaps. This is a cool card. I have not seen it be, really important in a deck. I think partially because if you put a great action under there, then it's probably going to get killed. But it's a really neat idea, the action grafting thing. Yeah, and I'm interested to see what house that'll be in. Right now, I would think it probably makes the most sense to be in Logos, but it's not exactly Logosy. I think it's something else. Okay. Lateral Shift. This seems like an Equidon card. So Lateral Shift is an action. When you play it, you look at your opponent's hand and you play a card from that hand as if it were yours, which is insanely strong. Is a really good effect, and kind of fits in the Equidon lane, but this is a very strong one. Okay, Memolith. This is another grafting one. So this is an artifact and location. You action it to graft an action card from your hand onto Memolith. Same mechanic as with Infomancer. Or resolve the play effect of an action card grafted onto Memolith. It's so slow. So the first turn you play this, it's exhausted. Next time you graft it, and then the third turn that you go into this house, you can actually get the benefit. It seems so slow. I think it would make more sense if it had the play effect as well. Although maybe that'd be too fast because maybe that'd be too fast. But I think, I don't know. It seems pretty slow. All right. Nizak the Forgotten is a 6-power dragon scion that says while fighting it gains invulnerable. So it can't be destroyed or dealt damage. After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Nizak the Forgotten, you return that creature to its owner's hand. That's kind of interesting and weird. This I wouldn't be shocked to see show up in Amber Skies, because I think we're going to get some dragons there. We'll see. Oh, the Grim Reaper. So this showed up as a normal card in Grim Reminders. So it's a 4-power Spectre robot. If you're haunted, which means if you have 10 or more cards in your discard pile, if you're haunted, the Grim Reaper enters play ready, and after it reaps, you purge an enemy creature and a friendly creature. And that is how it ended up. And it's a common, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that showed up in Grim Reminders. Very cool to see that finally come out. Looks like the Red Baron is going to turn up in Amber Skies. Red Baron is a 4-power cyborg pirate with 1 armor, and it says that while your red key is forged, the Red Baron gains after reap steal 1. And while your opponent's red key is forged, the Red Baron gains elusive. I believe there has been an iteration on this where it used to be it would interplay ready if your opponent's red key was forged. Timequake. Another very cool one. So this one's really interesting. I do not know who it makes the most sense for it to be tied to. Probably Logos. But so it's an action with an Amber. You shuffle each friendly card in play into your deck, and then you draw a card for each card shuffled into your deck this way. Very cool. And if you have good play abilities, all the cooler. Ectocharge also showed up in Grim Reminders. So this is an action with an Amber. When you play it, you forge a key at plus 20, the current cost, reduced by 1 for each card in your discard pile, but to a minimum of 6. And if you do, you purge Ectocharge. So the actual printed card from Grim Reminders is different. It does not have the to a minimum of 6 part. So if you get enough stuff in your discard pile, you forge for free, which is kind of crazy. And my current understanding is we should, if you have this as an anomaly, you probably should expect to treat it as the version from Grim Reminders. Either way, there needs to be an errata published before the first Vault Tour of this year in May. Hopefully, that would clarify which one is the right way, and treat them all the same. All right. Oh, Near Future Lens. This this also showed up in Grim Reminders. So Near Future Lens is actually Near Future Lens. Yeah, yep, showed up as a Star Alliance card in Grim Reminders. So this is an artifact, an item. You play with the top card of your deck revealed, and it has Omni. Play the top card of your deck as if it belonged to the active house and was in your hand. This is a really strong ability, and you can get multiples of it, which is kind of crazy and cool. And then we have Curse of Forgetfulness, which also showed up in Grim Reminders. So this is an artifact and curse. It's a treachery. It has treachery, which means it enters play under your opponent's control. And at the end of your turn, you purge the person who controls this purges the top card of their discard pile. This is the Geistoid Curse. So yeah, 3 of these actually. So these 3, Ecto Charge, Near Future Lens, and Curse of Forgetfulness were new anomalies in Winds of Exchange, and then all showed up in Grim Reminders along with the Grim Reaper. And 3 out of those 4 were in Geistoid, and then Near Future Lens was in Star Alliance. So fun, cool stuff. Okay, and then last thing to go through here, I just thought this was cool. In the Winds of Exchange collector set, there were these cool art cards that were included. Bryozark, Borin, Chaosodon, some Sanctum card. What is that? Is that Him to Duma? I'm not sure. Xenonaut. No. Aeronaut. Yeah. Which Equidon thingy is this? Is this Token of Appreciation? And Frost Giant. So that's pretty cool. Very nice art. Really like the big Bryozark. That's super fun. All right, so that's it for Winds of Exchange. Again, really looking forward to doing this for Grim Reminders. Until then, I hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.